Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Sheeple is a party game, little mass market type game that really works, and it's larger than the parts that make it up. The ends are much larger than the means in this game, and I found the game to be quite fun. I went into it thinking, I don't know about this one, but when I sat down to play it, we were having a blast. So what we're going to be trying to do is move down to get to the university, and you can go past that if you want to, because it's whoever went down the path the furthest at the end, but the university will end the game. You will choose a category, and everybody has to jot down the category spots for it. So let's say it's superpowers, you might say quick speed, flying, x-ray vision, red lasers through you, invincibility, etc. What you want is a certain number of people, 2 people, to guess the same as you. You will move the maximum points. If it's more than that, you move less, and then if nobody got it, you don't move at all. Everybody will move around the board based on that. So no roll and move, no spinner in this mass market game. It's all about matching the category. You want to be a sheeple, you want to match the other people, but not too many people. And that is a really fun. So what you're doing here is fun. And then the scoring itself is fun. As you're going down the path, there's spots you can activate, kind of like the mass market type stuff that you'll see. But it really works in this game. It really, really does. And like I said, you look at this, you're like, I don't know if this is the kind of game I want to play. But I'll be honest, if I was picking out a party game, this is probably one of the top 3 games that I would pick out. Just that party atmosphere, very easy. I can play this with my mom and dad. Anybody can play this game. It's all about matching. You got to know who you're playing with. What would they say to this? And you got to match up those things, but you don't want to match up too many. So you just brain dump everything and then hope you can match up the most you can to move around on the board to meet the end goal. This one worked. I hope this one becomes kind of a hit. I hope that it gets a lot more publicity, and I hope that people start buying this game, because for a party game, this is better than most that I've played. This is one of my top 3 party games. Sheeple is a win for us. Keeper. Okay, here is Sheeple, the best game in the universe, I guess, but not too alike. So, open it up, you're going to get a board. The board's going to be very colorful. It looks like a mass market kind of board, but I like it. Like, it has some cool backgrounds in it. And it has a little track, but it looks like a roll and move, but it's definitely not. You're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes, and you're going to get a bunch of cards. Now, these will be cards you'll be getting as you go through the board, but you can see the little funny artwork that's on it. A lot of this is kind of played for humor, I guess. Then you'll have these, which will have your categories on it. Star Wars characters, hair and facial hair, 80s songs, etc. So these will be... And they're fairly... Probably a little bit better than most of your party game stuff you get, and you're going to get a bunch of these cards. You're going to get a sand timer, which is nice. We immediately got rid of it and just use our phone. And you're going to have a number of these, like, little sheep people that you can be, a fish, a dancer, looks like maybe an IT nerd, a military guy, a whole bunch of these that you can be. They don't really guitarist. They don't really mean anything. It's just the characters you can be. And that's kind of fun. Especially with my kids, everybody wants to pick out who they want to be. It does not come with pen and paper. You will need that with this game. So what I'm going to do is just put pen and paper in here and kind of have it so I know if I just pull the game out, I have it. But pen and paper is found most places, but not all places, to be honest. So you will need to have that inside of the game. But the components are fine. This is a party game, so temper your expectations. But there's a lot of care that went into this. You can obviously see that. Here are the rules, which is a single piece of paper, the premise, the objective, a list of the components, but no pictures, and that's okay with this type of game. You're going to have setup and how to play. So this is everything you need to know how to play the game, and then you'll score it down here. On the back, it kind of goes over some of the little finesse things you have to know, like matching, let it slide, moving around on the board, and how to win. And there is team games, an optional rule here, and one to let little kids play with you if you want to utilize that. You probably need less than 5 minutes to read through this. You can see it's in color, it's got pictures, etc. Very easy to digest and be playing. And I'm not going to put it on a standing exam so you'll be able to see it, but you're going to start here at the elementary school and you're going to work your way up to the university, and you can even go past that if you want to. That's how you're going to win the game, is by getting to the university. On a turn, somebody will be the shepherd. Starts out with the youngest person, and you'll take your card, and you will choose one of the categories. The ones with the hats are kind of for families or younger people, and if you're playing adults, you can use the older one, the one with the graduation hat. But this one says Star Wars characters, hair and facial hairstyles, 80 songs. Let's say Star Wars characters is what you're going to use. Everybody then is going to have 1 minute which you're going to use the sand timer for. And you're going to write down as many Star Wars characters as you can think of. When the timer's up, everybody stops, but if you're already working on one, you can finish that one off. It's a pretty friendly game. Then what's going to happen is the shepherd's going to lead off their items. If I say Han Solo and 2 people said Han Solo, then you're going to get 2 points. If 3 people or more put Han Solo, you only get 1 point. And if nobody put it down or 1, you're going to get 0 points. At the end of the round, you're going to do this for the shepherd. He's going to read all of his and see who matches up. And the next person turn order will read the ones that weren't matched, and people will score points until everybody has read all of their stuff and seen how many points you have. Then let's say you score points. Let's say you score 6 points that round. You'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points on the board. That's how you're going to be moving. It's not a roll and move. Now, there are some spots on the board that says grow by sheeps and bounds, move forward 4. So you kind of move up. There's some that will move you back. So think of your traditional board game here. There are some that will have the blue face on it. You'll turn over a sheep card and you'll read and do what it says. Think you backers, forward 5. Then you move 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces up. It might say, win Miss Universe, go forward 3 spaces. Some might say, move back, forward, etc. And that's kind of how this deck is going to work. So it's going to be a little more of a traditional board game through this, and a little matching, wanting people to match a little bit. You want to be a little bit unique, but you want to be like the others as much as possible. Once again, first one to get to the university wins the game. Who should buy this game? If you're into party games, I think this one works. I think the novelty of the category itself is a really fun way to move on the board. And then the movement on the board, you're going to have the parodies and the jokes and stuff as you're going through that. I think that works great. I think it works more than once. I think the categories, because you're trying to choose what other people will pick, you're playing off your opponents more than just the card. I think that's better than like a trivia game or trying to guess the correct answer or something. That was a very novel idea. One that's kind of been used, but it's been shaken up and turned on the side a little bit to become unique in of itself. Keeper for us.